I'm not too sure. I'm never been over here.
Hello. How are you? Good, and you? Haven't seen
Device
you.
is offline.
Been a while.
This one here's. I have this one on. These things off here seem to work, so I'm going to plug it back in.
All I'm doing is press this red button, Nate.
I'll tell you when to start as well. For a few plays until we get into the keeping the starts up. Better to have too much than not enough. And each play is the way to kick offense or defense. Once you set in a series, once you set the first offensive play, it stays on offense until you change it. Whether you kick or defense. You don't have to reset offense every play, defense every play.
We ready? You getting internet?
You're not getting it there?
No, I'm not getting it through the Wi-Fi.
Try to, what about if you use your phone as a hotspot?
No, I got two hotspots up here. It's like they're blocking the social media. Ready? Oh.
Oh, there is, okay. Doesn't affect us at all. It's good, it's working.
From Fox Chapel, Pennsylvania, tonight, the Penn Hills Indians open section play against the Foxes of Fox Chapel High School. A very pleasant good evening to you. I'm Bill Navari. Great to have you along for another week of Penn Hills Indians football. The Indians 2-0 on the season after wins at Steubenville and last week against Latrobe. Foxes, on the other hand, 0-2 on the season, losing last week to North Hills and in their opener against the North Hills Indians. Indians have received the toss, or excuse me, have won the toss and have elected to receive. They'll be moving left to right, not understanding what the delay is here early. Indians in the red helmets, white jerseys, and wearing the gold pants. And we are on the field. Indians will be moving left to right. Fox is decked out in the black helmets, black jerseys, black pants. And we are underway. High kick. Jordy Boswell will take it at his own 5-yard line. Looks for somewhere to go. Cuts to the near side. Fox Chapel does a nice job of holding him inside the 20. The Indians will start at their own 16-yard line. will give Boswell to the 17-yard line.
I'm sorry, defense.
It's on defense.
Defense.
Tank, left side, wrapped up, brought down for a loss. Fox's Graham Childs. We'll get him for a loss of 3.
You said on defense, right?
Yes, sir.
Hardy comes to the near side, picks up maybe 2 yards, and Indians will be looking at a 3rd down and about 11. Mathis in the pocket, left side throws, has the pass complete. Indians well enough for a 1st down. Breaking tackles up the sidelines. Anthony Grimes will go out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Pickup of 22 and a 1st down for Grimes. Mathis, near side pass behind Thomas. Will be incomplete.
You okay on it, man? You okay with it? Yes, sir.
Another foul on the way. No personal foul. Personal foul. Offense. Personal foul. Defense. Penalties offset. 2nd down.
Offsetting personal foul penalties. And will result in a 2nd down.
Clock operator, could you please place Penn 21 on the game clock? Thank you.
Okay, now we're ready.
And he's pass complete. Hardy at the 45-yard line. Cuts back across the 50. Hardy in a foot race inside the 40. The 30 towards the sideline as a man to beat, and he will do it. Hardy up the sideline. Touchdown. Penn Hills Indians. 67 yards for the Indians. And the Indians get on the board with 10:06 to go here in the opening quarter. Pass over the middle for Hardy. He did a nice job for the yards after catch. Kick is blocked. Score remains Penn Hills 6, Fox Chapels nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Back to receive for the Foxes, number 2, Sam Brown. And number 3, Corey Simmons.
What's that?
Kicking off for the Indians, number 5, Harry Smith. Kickoff return by number 4, Justin West.
Now we're on.
Tackling on play by number 10, Devin Best. And number 5, Harry Smith.
Fox Chapel started their own 37-yard line. Apologies for the Wi-Fi issues up here. Everything seems to be blocked. Loose football. The Indians look like they may have it. No, the Fox Chapel Foxes fall on it. Back at the 30-yard line.
Fumble recovered by number 16, Shane Seston.
And it looks like we're up and running. Fox is on the ground for a few, fighting his way ahead for 5 yards.
Number 16, Shane Seston. End zone for number 30, Timothy Johnson.
Tim Johnson.
Tackle made by number 51.
Foxes will throw. Swing pass near side. Johnson again across the 35. Brought down from behind. Nice tackle out in the flat by the Indians' Jamie Tigner.
Tackle made by number 54, Jamie King.
You okay with everything?
Maybe a yard. It'll be 4th down and 11. Foxes kick it out of bounds, as much does everybody else. Don't want to give Hardy a return. It'll go out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Indians will take over with 7:59 to go here in the opening quarter. They're up by a score of 6-0.
Hey fans, come grab a hold eat. Support our band. Our concession stand is located just beneath the stage. We have delicious walkie tacos, mac and cheese, and soft drinks. With the Leonard Candy stand from Candy.
Mathis, left side on the bootleg. And he'll pick up about 8 yards. Mathis did a nice job of selling it. Boswell, left side. We'll have an Indians first down.
Number 3, Jordy Boswell. Tackled by number 22, Alex Boswell.
Mathis keeps it himself, left side across to 50.
Number 12, Mathis keeps the ball.
We'll have a first down, about another 8 yards.
Play by number 12,
Tank looks for somewhere to go. Tough sledding, gets up the sideline. Runs over a Fox, gets across the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. No, they will mark him at the 40. 10 yards for the Tank.
play by number 30, Timothy.
And a first down for the Indians. Tank up the middle. Fights for some yardage. Stiff arms a man up the sideline. Tank is a rumbling for another first down.
And on to number 5, Terry Smith. We'll still have about
Get down to the 21-yard line. Pickup of 18. And another first down for the Tank. Tank again, and why not? Fights his way ahead for about 4.
And on to number 5, Terry Smith. Ball play by number 25, Graham Chop.
High snap. Mathis takes it down. It'll be wrapped up in the backfield. And it'll be dropped back at the 20-yard line.
Keeps the ball. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 34, Zach Gilbert.
Mathis will lose 3. Mathis, a lot of time in the pocket. Over the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn Hills, Anthony Grimes. Mathis had all the time in the world
Anthony Grimes.
and found Anthony Grimes up in the end zone between two defenders. Goes up for it, comes down with the ball and 6 points. The Indians extend the lead to 12 with 4:26 to go here in the opening quarter.
And just offense was not.
Mathis, left side of the end zone, has the 2-point conversion
Pass complete to number 4, Dante Cephas.
to Cephas, and the Indians make the lead now 14-0 over Fox Chapel. 4:26 to go here first quarter. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Come on, guys, set the scoreboard.
Tank will kick off high, short, taken at the 26-yard line. Johnson hurdles a tackler and gets out to the 37-yard line. Bringing him down was Andy Plowden.
You can start because they don't. It's not ready to go.
And the Foxes will use a timeout. Apparently not everybody is set out there for the offense. 4:20 to go, first quarter. We are in a timeout to score. Penn Hills 14, Fox Chapel nothing. Sam Brown picks up about 10. We'll get a first down for the Foxes. Brown again, dropped down for a loss of 3. Brown again drops in the backfield. Darrell Porter. Oh, we're going to play third down at about 14. Short pass completed by the Foxes. The Indians are going to get hit with a personal foul penalty. A late hit to the quarterback.
Roughing the passer, defense, 15 yards, automatic.
That'll be a first down for the Foxes. Moving Penn Hills territory down to the 41-yard line. Apologies if we seem distracted. We're having trouble with the Wi-Fi up here at Fox Chapel. Trying to get the game on live, otherwise it'll just be tape delayed on YouTube later. Brown for about 4.
Tackle made by number 51, Terrell Ford. Three-yard gain on the play. Second down and 5. And that's number 2, Sam Brown.
Brown again for maybe a yard.
Tackle made by number 21, Armand Gustave. Number 51, Terrell Ford.
Play action, rolling to the right, throwing downfield and a pass. Unable to connect. Rick Martin on the coverage. Susnick was looking for Childs. And it'll bring up a 4th down for the Foxes.
Offense. Start.
Indians will jump off sides.
Still won't give us the first down.
But the Foxes about a yard short of the first down.
Replay. 4th down.
Play clock rolling under 10. Susnick gets the pass away, and it's almost picked off, then it's almost intercepted. Then it is picked off. Rick Martin will get credit with the interception. Would have been better off letting it fall.
Number 8, Keith Snow. Intercepted by number 2, Richard Martin.
Indians will take over with 1:12 to go here in the first period. Ball at their own 28-yard line.
Now we go to defense. Start.
Mathis on the option. Grimes across the 30. And only pushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Like Anthony Miles pushed him out.
And bounds for 35 yards.
Pick up about 7 yards. Tank rumbles for a first down and more. Tank across the 50. It's a foot race inside the 30, the 20. They will not catch the Tank. It will rumble 65 yards for the Penn Hills touchdown. The Tank was breaking tackles at the line of scrimmage and into the linebackers. And then it was a foot race for the end zone. And they were not going to catch the Tank, who extends the Indians' lead to 20.
It's an offensive end. It's a 1-2.
Mathis has Donnie Blue to his left. Mathis looks left into the end zone. Has Corey Thomas for the two-pointer.
Pass complete to number 7, Corey Thomas, completing the 2-point conversion.
51 seconds to go, first quarter. Penn Hills 22, Fox Chapel nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Turn for the Foxes, number 2, Sam Brown, number 3, Corey Sims.
Tank punts one. At the 25-yard line, across the 30 to the 31, goes Bryce Zacharias.
Kickoff return by number 5, Dylan King.
And the Foxes are in a hole, 22-0 here in the first.
Play game.
Foxes used too much time before they even got a playoff.
5 yards. First down.
Handoff number 30, Timothy Johnson. Tackle made by number 53, George Freeman.
Freeman on the tackle, no gain for the Foxes. Pass near side complete.
Next pass complete to number 22.
Maybe a couple of yards to Wecht.
Tackle made by number 3, Jordy.
And I'll bring up a third down at about 12. We'll give Wecht 3 yards on the reception. And that'll do it for quarter number one. After one, Penn Hills 22, Fox Chapel nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.
Now we're still offense.
Foxes try to set up the screen, unable to connect to Johnson. Indians almost intercept. Sosnak was fortunate that wasn't intercepted. Holding call against holding against the Foxes is declined naturally by the Indians. And the Foxes will kick. Hardy and Cephas back for the Indians. I'm sure this punt will go left. Oh, it goes straight up in the air. Almost. Short kick. We'll go dead at the 46-yard line. The Indians will have great field position. 11:47 to go here in the first half. They're up 42-0, and they will start in Fox Chapel territory at the 46-yard line. Play action. Mathis to Thomas with a nice catch inside the 30-yard line. Once again, Corey Thomas coming up with a catch whenever there's defenders draped all over him. He'll get down to the 27 for a pickup of 19 and an Indian first down. Tank down to the 20-yard line. Tank will pick up another 7. Mathis. And he's going to be hit and sacked. That play just took a little too long to develop. Going to give the Indians a 3rd and 8. Tank to the right, Boswell to the left. And it's too high for Cephas. That'll bring up a 4th and 8 for the Indians. Mathis right side, pass complete to Hardy, goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Indians. Give the Indians a 1st and goal. Shuffle pass inside. Excuse me, that's not the Tank. That's Andy Plowden. Wecht with the tackle. Get down to the 6-yard line for a pickup of 8. Line of game was from the 15, so the Indians can get a first down at the 5-yard line. Martin and Hardy to the right. Grimes and Cephas to the left. And it'll be Jordy Boswell. Hit it to 5, bounces to the outside. Gets up the sideline. And loses the football. The Indians come up with it at the 3-yard line. Hardy was right there. That'll be 3rd down for the Indians. Excuse me, no, it's inside the 5. It'll be a 1st and goal for Indians from the 3. Tank. Gets nowhere. Nice job by the Foxes to stuff him for no gain. Mathis into the end zone. Excuse me, towards the end zone. Hardy. Who he held for no gain. Tank says, I'll take care of this. Tank rumbles in from 3. And the Indians up now 28-0. Touchdown coming with 6:52 to go here in the first half. Yeah, the Indians will get in for the 2-point conversion. Andy Plowden. And with 6:52 to go in the first half, Penn Hills 30, Fox Chapel nothing. You are watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Kick at the 20-yard line. And about 11-yard return for Sam Brown. Fox will start at their own 31-yard line.
Sideline warning. Penn Hills. That is the first warning.
Johnson loses the football. The Indians come up with it. And they do. Johnson got submarine. Was it Hardy? It looks like it was Devin Best. And the Indians get the fumble. Great field position. 6:40 to go here in the first half. And the ball at the Fox Chapel 29-yard line. Tank. Hit at the line, breaks to the outside, but we've dropped back at the 31-yard line. We'll lose 2, actually. Tank rumbles his way inside the 30-yard line. Penalty flags. One at the 34, one at the 25. Offsetting penalties. We'll repeat the down. We'll go back to a 2nd down and 12. Well, apparently the live broadcast is getting out in spots. The signal just does not seem to be getting out of this pit down here. And we're on top of a hill, but we're still in a pit. Mathis towards the end zone, overshoots Hardy at the 3-yard line. Mathis looking for somewhere to go. Rolls to his right, directs people downfield, has a man. Pass complete inside the 20-yard line. Grimes inside the 15, slips, goes down at the 12-yard line. A 19-yard pickup for Grimes. And a first down for the Indians. Penalty flag at the 10-yard line. Officials are in conference. If it's against Fox Chapel, it'll be a 1st and goal for the Indians. It's going to go against Penn Hills, it appears. It's probably going to be a late hold. No. I don't know. Did you see this? They call a block in the back against the Indians. Block in the back, we marched off from the 13-yard line. So we're going to replay the down at the 22-yard line. So actually, Mathis will get picked up or will get credited for a 9-yard completion. But it remains third down. Tank to Hollis' left. Quick shot over the middle. Touchdown. Penn Hills, Corey Thomas. Indians made that one look easy. 23 yards on the reception. Hollis Mathis to Corey Thomas. The Indians now extend their lead to 36-0 with 4:55 to go here in the first half. That showed the speed of Thomas, who got downfield quick, because that was a quick play action. And Mathis threw that one from about the 25-yard line, hitting Thomas about the 5. And it took all about 3 seconds before that pass was completed. So Corey Thomas was hauling. Indians will go for 2. And they'll get it. Andy Plowden will get in. And the score with 4:55 to go here in half number 1. Penn Hills 38, Fox Chapel nothing. Penalty flag. Are we going to have to replay this? Legal shift against the Indians. Apparently we will. Boswell to Mathis is left. Hollis will throw. Looks left. Cephas, one-handed grab in the corner of the end zone. Oh, my. Cephas got the paw up. Only one hand hauls it in. And the Indians all on the board. 38-0 with 4:55 to go here in half number 1. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians kick off once again. Taken at the 25-yard line by Johnson. Will go down at the 31. So if the score remains with this differential, Brown will pick up about 5. Akeem Snell comes up to make the tackle. Fox Chapel will pick up a first down. Brown out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Devin Best on the tackle for the Indians. Brown again.
Tackle made by number 24, Kylie Brooks.
Brown submarined after a short gain of about 2.
Number 2, Sam Brown, the ball kick. Number 2, Sam Brown, the ball kick. Tackle made by number 53, George Freeman.
Fourth down for the Foxes. About 3. They'll throw. Left side pass high. Caught. First down for the Foxes. Simmons with the reception. And the Foxes move the sticks. Johnson hit at the line, spins ahead. Maybe a yard. And we have an injured Fox. 2 minutes left. First half, Penn Hills 38, Fox Chapel nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Foxes will throw. And Simmons turned in when Susnack thought he was going to turn out. Palmer Gustav will drop Johnson for a loss of 3. And it'll be another fourth down for the Foxes. Clock approaching a minute and a half to go here in this first half with the Indians up 38-0. Susnack will roll to the near side. Pass complete underneath. Down to about the 30-yard line. They'll be short of the first down. Zacharias with the reception. They'll pick up about 10 yards, but they'll be short of the first down. The Indians will take over. 1:13 to go. Ball at their own 27-yard line.
Penn. Taunting, 15 yards. Down.
Oh, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Now, will this give Fox Chapel first down, or is this after the play? It's a dead ball foul. It should remain Penn Hill's ball.
Correction. After the play, it was fourth down. After the play was over, the foul did occur. Although 15 yards against the defense, they get possession. First down.
So they need to start at their own 15 then. They will get possession.
If you don't make this, my team's dead.
Pardon me?
So if you don't make this, my team's garbage. It's so close.
It's offense, it's defense. Start, defense.
Boswell fights his way ahead to the 26-yard line. We'll pick up, 21-yard line. We'll pick up 6. Indians content to use the clock. They go into the halftime with a 38-point lead. We will have a running clock in half number 2. Tank breaks across the 30-yard line, loses the football. We'll go out of bounds. We'll have a first down for the Indians. A 13-yard pickup for the Tankster. Clock will stop with 22 seconds to go. See if the Indians run another play. Or if they're going to be content to go into the locker room with this lead. That'll be Andy Plowden for a couple. And the Indians will let the clock wind out. After one half of play, the score, Penn Hills 38, Fox Chapel nothing. Second half action coming your way next. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Second half action about to get underway here at Fox Chapel High School Stadium at the score Penn Hills 38, Fox Chapel nothing. An onslaught by the Indians in half number 1. Result will be a running clock here in half number 2, so we should be out of here fairly quickly tonight. Indians in action next Friday night. Longest conference road trip of the season. We have to head on up to Mars, PA. Indians will be home in 2 weeks from tonight against Kiski. Tank with the 6th kickoff of the night so far here. We're opening up in half number 2. Fox Chapel will start at their own 35-yard line. Apologies for the live stream problems in the first half. We will be replaying, for those of you watching home right now, we will upload the entirety of the game later on. Signal just can't get out up here at Fox Chapel. They hooked us up with some Ethernet, so now we'll have half number 2, but we will have a running clock, and it will go by quickly. Hollis Mathis got things started on the Indians' opening possession, a 65-yard pass to Daquan Hardy. The Indians also had a 20-yard pass to Anthony Grimes. Tank Smith, a 65-yard run. Tank with a 3-yard run, and then Corey Thomas, a 23-yard pass from Mathis. And we stand at 38-0. Short run by the Foxes here to start half number 2. Carl Porter makes the tackle on Sam Brown. Brown will pick up about 3 yards. So no matter how many points the Foxes score here in half number 2, if they score at all, the clock will continue to run. We'll stop on changes of possession and penalties. Brown again, tackle on the play by Devin Best. Maybe a yard. We'll call it, I'll get a few yards actually. About 4 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. Foxes lose the football on the snap. Susnick just didn't have a hang on it from the get-go. And the Indians do recover. It's been that kind of a night for the Foxes. Indians will take over 10:29 to go here in the 3rd. Great field position once again, starting in Fox Chapel territory at the 42-yard line. Indians still have the top unit in. Tank looks for somewhere to go up the middle. Tank's rumbling inside the 25-20. Cuts to the near side. 10-5. Touchdown, Penn Hills. Tank Smith, 42 yards. He'll have his first 100-yard game of the season. And the Indians extend their lead to 44-0 with 9:52 to go here in quarter number 3. Tank took the handoff, busted his way through the line, and then just outran Foxes to the corner of the near end zone. And the Indians right now are on their way to perhaps surpassing their highest point total this season, which was 50 points set last week. Indians right now at 44. A.J. Collins hurt, fortunately not a torn ACL. So the Indians don't have a kicker. Hollis Mathis takes it in himself. And with 9:52 to go, 3rd quarter, Penn Hills 46, Fox Chapel nothing. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. Indians one play, 42 yards following the Fox Chapel fumble. Tank Smith with the long run. Fox Chapel takes the kickoff at about the 30-yard line, gets pushed backwards, getting the 29-yard line. Indians will use a timeout here. They only had about 9 guys on the field. Timeout on the field, 9:26 to go, 3rd quarter, 46-0 Indians. You're watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network. First down, Foxes. Johnson coming to the near side. Gets wrapped up by the feet. And we'll go down at the 36-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Johnson. be close to the first down. Devin Best will make the tackle. They're going to give him the first down. I'm going to say he was short. They will give him the first down. Pistol formation for the Foxes. Johnson again. Johnson will rumble across the 50, first down Foxes. Nice pickup by Johnson down to the Indian 44-yard line. 17 yards. Akeem Snell on the tackle for the Indians. Johnson rumbling again after he picks up 11. Will be brought down by Devin Best. Again, clock running here in the half. It was 38-0 at halftime. Susnick in his shotgun. Johnson to his left. It'll be Johnson. Johnson cuts back to the left side, trying to hit that 30-yard line. Does. Spins out of a tackle from Snell, who does bring him down at the 29 after a pickup of 5. Johnson maybe half a yard. We're going to call it no gain. Best drive of the night so far for the Foxes. 3 first downs. 6 plays. This is the 7th play of the drive. Johnson loses the football and it's picked up by the Indians. Diving on it was Andy Plowden. I think if Andy Plowden had him back, he might have tried to pick that one up and go. But, you know, you're conditioned to just get on that football, get the possession. He could have scooped and scored. You're absolutely right, Bernard. Bernard Mathis, ladies and gentlemen, the best cameraman in football. First down, Indians at the 31. And Kamai Naylor in at quarterback for the Indians. And the Indians will use, going to use another timeout? Yes, they did. Their second of the half, trying to get a bunch of the clean jerseys. Well, it's really not much anymore because everybody's on the AstroTurf, on the field turf. They don't get dirty anymore. But now we're starting to get a lot of the subs in. Now here's the dilemma you have with what's going on here. Last week the Indians had the running clock as well. Now you get it again. Obviously when you get the running clock, you want to get the regulars out, the starters out, because you don't need to have guys in there getting hurt when you have a 46-point lead. Secondly, well, on that too, but you know, they're coming out, they're losing a lot of playing time. So they're not getting a lot of work that they may need as far as timing and things like that. But still, you got a 46-point lead. Now, when you bring in the JV guys or the varsity guys, the backups, now, how do you tell them to not play? Clearly, they want to go out and they want to perform. They want to try to earn spots and do things. So, I mean, you can't just simply sit on the football. So these kids are going to come out and they're going to play. And, you know, you don't want to run up a score. High snap, Naylor falls on it back at the 24-yard line, loss of 7. But, you know, you don't want to run up the score, but yet, you know, you want these kids to be able to play. You want them to get their work in as well, because if something does happen to somebody above them, you know, they're going to need to come in and fill the shoes. And for them not having been able to actually play game game speed. Or again, it's just let's just do little dive plays and fall on it. I mean, it's really not. It's not fair to them either. Boswell comes left, cuts back to the right on a little counter play. Gets out across the 25, 28-yard line. 4-yard pickup for Jordy Boswell. I mean, look, last week, Kamai Naylor had his first varsity touchdown pass last week coming in a mop-up role. So, hey, great job, for him. He got himself on the score sheet, got himself a touchdown pass. Now, as Hollis moves on next year, looking at Kamai taking over next year. So he needs to get some work in. He needs to be able to face defenses as well. So, I mean, if he marches these guys down the field and scores, I mean, it's not running up the score. Boswell slithers his way for close to an Indian first down. That'll be, it's the first stick. So get out to the 35-yard line, 7-yard pickup. Indians will be looking at a 4th and 6. And late penalty flag will come in. Actually, there's 3 penalty flags. Did somebody say something? Noel Roach was walking away from the Foxes. Did they say something to him or him to them? Yeah, apparently they talk smack to each other. It's 4th down and 6. I think he's going to punt. Or are they going to keep the offense on? Are they going to use their final timeout or just take it? Play clock hasn't started yet, so the Indians do have time here. And it looks like they will bring on the punt team. Clock does stop on the penalty. And once the players get set, they may start running it again. And they do. Indians 12 men on the field. Dashing off is Donnie Blue. High kick by Tank. Did he call for the fair? If he called for the fair catch and started running, that's a penalty. Or they're going to say he caught it with the knee down. First punt of the game for the Indians, by the way. Coming with 3:32 to go here in quarter number 3. Foxes will start at their own 35-yard line. Fox Chapel will be in action at Kiski next week. And we have to make that long road trip up to Mars. Make sure we get out of work Friday, Carl. We're road tripping. I think I'm off next Friday. Brown coming this way across the 35. Tries to cut it up and does. He'll get out to the 45-yard line. Tackle on the play by Scott Davenport. We'll give him 10 yards and a fresh set for the Foxes. Somebody loses the helmet. Hopefully the head's not in it. That's not. Derek Topek will have to sit out of play. Brown again fights his way across the 45 of the Indians to the 44-yard line. Luke Pugliese and Stephen Fielder in on the tackle. Susnek rolls to his left, throws across his body downfield. Pass complete to Corey Simmons. Dante Pollard on the tackle for the Indians. About 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Clock 1:20 and running. Here in the 3rd quarter, 46-0 Indians. Brown. They're going to give him a yard. Arlen Thompson on the tackle. And Luke Puglisi in there as well. Big Luke, the freshman, 6'1", 260. Big number 78 on that D-line. Susnek rolls to his right, looks back to left. Now he's looking downfield. Throws in a pass, picked off by the Indians. Dante Pollard at the 19-yard line. They're going to give him the 20. Coming with 32 seconds to go here in the 3rd. And the Indian offense back on the field. Now, if you're the Indian offense, these guys coming out here, they're going to want to try to do something here. I'm seriously not opposed to having Naylor throw. And even if it's complete, the clock's going to continue to run. But they need work. High snap. Naylor brings it in. Keeps it on the ground to the Indians. And Topek will pick up about 5. Dylan Keene, tackle for the Foxes. Clock will wind out. That'll do it for 3 quarters. At the end of 3, your score, Penn Hills 46, Fox Chapel nothing. You are watching the Indians Football Network. Indians keep it on the ground. Donnie Blue will get the Indians a 1st down. Will pick up about 6 yards. Blue again. Stacked up by the Foxes. Oh, no gain. Naylor with the keeper left side, maybe a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 9 for the Indians. Naylor swing pass this side, in and out of the hands of Snell. Pass a little behind and will bring up a 4th down. Only points in half. Number 2 so far, Tank Smith, a 42-yard run. Mathis with the conversion. And he's up 46-0. It was 38-0 at the half, if you do your math. Punt bobbled at the 32, falling backwards, but maintaining possession. Lorenzo Jenkins. Fox Chapel will have them with 9:20 to go. I'll give him the 32-yard line. Fox Chapel offense getting on the field. The clock is running. Like the Foxes wanted to set up for the shuffle pass, but nothing was there. Justin Rice will be dropped for a 2-yard loss. Brent Hucks on the tackle for the Indians. Hucks, who had a nice sack for the Indians last week, late in the game. Foxes will throw. I'm going to call it an incomplete pass. It was intended for Aiden Mack. And Mack gets up slowly and somewhat gingerly, but he does get up. Third down and 12 for the Foxes. 7:15 running clock here in quarter number 4. And he's up 46-0. And Foxes will keep it on the ground. Anthony Miles with the carry. Tyree Brooks with the tackle. They're going to lose about 6 yards on that. It'll be 4th and 16. Foxes go for it. Maurice Sampson Shoulder with the carry. Arlen Thompson with the tackle, and Fox Chapel will turn the ball over on downs with 6:32 to go here in quarter number 4. And Indians will have it at the Fox Chapel 26-yard line. Shortest road trip of the season for the Indians. Just across the river here. Playing the only team in 5A that, I mean, of all the teams that border us, is the only one we were playing in the regular season. Austin Jones in a quarterback for the Indians. Topek for a yard. So Rabbit getting his opportunity in there. So Dad better be home watching. Topek again. Down to the 23-yard line. See a bootleg here. I want to see the rabbit run. This kid is fast. Jones, a 5'9", 170-pound freshman. Blue to Jones's left. Jones will throw. No, now he's going to take off running the rabbit inside the 15. Cuts back to the near side 10. Into inside 5. Touchdown, Austin Jones! Oh, they're going to call a penalty flag back at the 9-8-yard line. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness gracious. Jones scrambled for the 22-yard touchdown. Well, it will be a first. What are they marking here? They'll mark it back to the 17-yard line. So Jones will get credited with a 6-yard run officially instead of the 22-yard touchdown scramble. Just mentioned the kid can run, and you just saw the legs going there. He's going to throw again. Swing pass, left side, has a man. Pass complete. Inside to 15, 10. It'll be first and goal, Indians at the 8-yard line. Brendan Hill with the reception. Indians pick up 9. Jones completes his first ever high school pass. On the play after, they took away his first ever varsity touchdown run. High snap. Jones pulls it in. He needs to keep it on the ground. Blue to the 8-yard line. A penalty flag on the near side. From the position of the flag is going to go against the Indians. So we'll repeat the down. Apparently 14 is not Rabbit, although they have Austin Jones on the... So they have on the roster. Broken play. Indians. Good job for a 3-yard loss. Topek. For a few. Third and goal, Indians at the 18-yard line. Jones, this side. Inside the 10, 5, touchdown, and another penalty flag at the 5-yard line. I think they're just...
Holding on the offense, 10 yards over the foul. Replay. No down.
So basically, we'll repeat the down at the 16 instead of the 18. Indians will just pound the rock inside the 15, down to the 11-yard line. Harlan Thompson. And that'll wrap up the game. Clock rolls under 10 seconds. Indians head to the sideline. And both teams head to the midfield stripe. The final score, Penn Hills 46, Fox Chapel nothing. This was all Penn Hills from the start. The running clock following the break at halftime. Indians got on the board early. 10:06 to go in quarter number 1. Daquan Hardy hauls in a pass from Hollis Mathis, about 15 yards. And then he did a nice job of breaking some tackles and heading downfield. The yards after catch turned into a 67-yard touchdown pass. Mathis to Hardy. Point after, no good. The conversion attempt, no good. Foxes go 3 and out, and Penn Hills on a long drive, starting to throw on 26-yard line, capped. Mathis to Anthony Grimes, 20 yards. Conversion was good. The Indians up 14-0. Following an interception by the Foxes, the Indians go 72 yards. In 2 plays, Tank Smith, 72 yards. Tank Smith, a 65-yard run. Mathis to Thomas on the conversion, and he's up 22-0. That's how it ended out. That's how it was after 1 period. Second quarter, Indians, their first possession, a 46-yard drive. Tank Smith, a 3-yard run. Plowden with the conversion, and he's up 30-0. And then with 4:55 to go before halftime, Corey Thomas hauls in a 23-yard pass from Hollis Mathis. 29-yard drive set up by a Fox Chapel fumble. Conversion was good. And then he's up 38-0 at the break. They get the running clock to start half number 2. Fox Chapel gets the ball, 3 plays on their third down. They fumble. Indians have great field position at the 42. Takes them 1 play. Tank Smith rumbles 42 yards. Mathis walks it in for the conversion. And that's your final score. Penn Hills 46, Fox Chapel nothing. No points scored in quarter number 4. Indians move to 3-0 on the season. Fox Chapel drops to 0-3. The Foxes at Kiski next week. The Indians will be on the road traveling to Mars. Once again, final score from Fox Chapel High School Stadium. The Indians 46, the Foxes nothing. I'm Bill Navari. Thanks to cameraman Bernard Mathis and our assistant Helen and producer here in the box who makes everything work. We'll see you again next Friday night on the road. We'll be taking on the Planets at Mars. Once again, thank you for watching the Penn Hills Indians Football Network.